Chen ZiQiang je tradicionalna kitajska notranja borilna veščina, za katero je značilno tekoče spiralno gibanje, ki ga tradicionalni teksti pogosto primerjajo z gibanjem vode. Čeprav izvorna in najstarejša oblika taijiquana, iz katere so izšli kasnejši slogi Yang, Wu, Hao, Wu in Sun, je Chen ZiQiang ostal najdlje hermetično zaprt in je vse do 30. let 20. stoletja poučevan izključno v rojstni vasi Chen ZiQianga, vasi Chen XiaoXing v provinci Henan na Kitajske. Znani kitajski rek pravi: za vstop v veščino je potrebno učiteljevo izročilo, nivo znanja pa je odvisen od količine vadbe. Številni Chen mojstri poudarjajo, da mora postati vadba del posameznikovega vsakdana, tako samoumevna in neizbežna, kot na primer zajtrk. K vadbi je potrebno pristopiti z zavedanjem, da gre za dolgotrajen proces, v katerem se posameznih korakov ne da izpustiti. Napredek je počasen. Vse je odvisno od redne in marljive, toda tudi inteligentne vadbe. Ključni lastnosti, potrebni za uspešen pristop, sta sproščen neobremenjen s prevelikimi pričakovanji in vztrajnost. Številni učenci zaradi bodisi fizične zahtevnosti veščine, bodisi počasnega napredka ali obeh, na žalost obupajo na sredi poti. Izrečeno pa ne pomeni, da je vadba izključujoča. Nasprotno, Chen ZiQiang je primeren za ljudi vseh starosti. Z redno vadbo in odvisno od posameznikovih sposobnosti, razumevanja in motivacije lahko dosežemo ali izboljšamo notranje in zunanje ravnotežje, koordinacijo, pravilno sprostitev, koncentracijo in moč uma in telesa.
Why have people from 12 different countries gathered together in a small village in Slovenia? We've come together for the last seminar of Grandmaster Chen XiaoXing, one of the great taijiquan teachers. It's a momentous time, really. It's almost the end of an era as the older generation of taijiquan teachers stop coming out from China, whether it's through older age or illness or so on.
I've been practicing with Grandmaster Chen XiaoXing for about 15 years, and I take every opportunity I can to train with him. We host him in the United States, but it's very special to come here to Slovenia to have the concentrated training, also to train with people from all over the world. It's very, very special to see how many people really love Tai Chi, really respect Grandmaster, really still hold the traditional training of great, great value. It's good for our health, it's good for our spirit, but also very good for our community and for gathering of friends together. There's something that's very special about Grandmaster Chen XiaoXing. He has the capacity to really convey very deeply the spirit and the tradition of the art, and also to gather people together to experience this great training. And it's really a very special experience, especially here in beautiful Slovenia. It's very nice. Very, very grateful.
站桩为什么要站桩？这个站桩它是基本功。为什么要讲这个基本功呢？说讲这个练拳不练功，到老一场空。好多人理解的就是提提腿、拔拔腰，这个压压腿。其实这个基本功呢，它教你这个意念气感和练套路时候感觉是一样的。所以在这个站桩或者单手或者双手做这个禅师，这个基本功呢，都是成年人，他从这个思想上、身体上体会到这个身体上这个气感、意念这个感受是做到什么程度。因为这个它是单独的、单调的在这运动，很好的理解。所以练套路，这样转那个转，四面八方他都要照顾到，他体会不到。所以做这个基本功站桩，这个时候呢，他身上能体会到，思想里边都能感觉到这个身上 是什么感觉、气感啊，什么都意念做成什么样，他当时都能感受到。所以在去练拳的时候，他就把这个东西容纳进去。所以这个站桩很重要，对这个练拳的时候是必修之课。现在在介绍这个一个新架，为什么叫新架？陈家沟这个陈氏太极拳，他以前就在家里都讲是老架、小架，或者小架那边讲是大架、小架，他不让说老架，为什么呢？他一提这个老架，他说这个老架早了，小架晚了，这都有这个争执。所以在陈家沟，他以前就是讲这个大架、小架或者老架，是吧？就是现在这个大架、新架也属于大架这一支呢。为什么要叫新架？这老架是在200年前左右吧，就是陈氏太极拳有记载的传到第6代。就是14世的陈长兴，他把这个太极拳以前不管多少套路，他有波归约，这归纳了就是老架、一路、二路，一路偏柔，二路偏刚，所以本身太极拳它就是刚柔互济、快慢相间、螺旋缠丝这些要领。所以这个1928年以后，我祖父就是陈发科，他到北京去授权。他这几十年，他在北京教拳的时候，他根据他自己这个心得体会，他没有说一个系统的一下把它做成，他几十年，他这一点感觉有点体会，他把它融进去，慢慢的几十年，他把它融进去了，把这个老架他慢慢都改了，贴了好多动作，所以一直到65年，我叔叔叫陈兆奎从北京回家，都练了拳以后，大家都知道这不一样。后来经他介绍，把这个情况都讲一讲，说这总归这老架就大架，这原先这个在家里边，这时间长了嘛，100多年了，将近200年了，说这是老的，这是几十年了，这是新的，所以自然在陈家沟传下来就是老架、新架。这个新架和老架它的区别是什么呢？它就是贴了很多这个小动作，这老架它还是这个动作，看哗慢慢走了，它这里它多揉了几个，所以另一个那个年轻人喜欢，它是爆发力多。你知道这推波压轴，倒卷红，你看它到下边它直接成白鹤亮翅了，它这又贴这个推波压轴啊，哐！年轻人当时都喜欢，慢慢在家里都把它分成老架、新架。所以现在呢，这次这个不是讲的不是新架吗？它大概情况就是这样。
We've just published a book, Chen ZiQiang Masters and Methods. The reason, the thinking behind the book was to preserve the teachings of an older generation of teacher. a generation of teacher who started to practice taijiquan for no other reason than to master an art that had been passed down for nearly 400 years. Over the last 2 decades, taijiquan has spread rapidly, spread all over the world, but as it's spread, it's been simplified, it's been diluted, it's been watered down, and really for the system to survive in its authentic form, we'd hope to try to preserve the teachings of these older teachers. In the past, taijiquan was taught in small groups. It was taught inside a village setting, it was taught inside family groups. As it's spread, as the groups have got bigger, as seminars have got bigger, as it's become a recreation rather than a means of self-protection, its original face is it's in danger of being lost. We've been seeing Grandmaster Chen XiaoXing. The first time we met was 1997. We've been travelling regularly to China. He's been coming out to the West. Now as he makes the decision to end his travel, it just seemed a fitting time to take a thought for what the original taijiquan was, for what the features were. Features like deep principles that can only be embedded slowly, about a type of training, a type of methodology where people don't train with some end product in mind. They learn a set of rules. They learn a set of rules that have been passed down for many generations, and they try to embed those rules step by step by step. Taijiquan training sometimes has been likened to the process of dripping oil onto parchment. Every day we drip 1 drop. Over time, each day it seems as if there's no change, but eventually there's a deep saturation of knowledge. It's very different from these modern types of practice where like 5 easy steps. You know, this kind of thing where there's an end point where you can learn a form in a year, then learn another form, then learn another form. Traditional training is a slow, deep, long, embedded type of practice.
Taijiquan is the Chinese discipline. The underpinning philosophy of Taijiquan is a Chinese philosophy of yin and yang changes that reflects really the changes in the universe. It follows the nature. And sometimes I think with modern society, this type of knowledge is lost. The Chinese have an advantage of understanding this philosophy through their everyday life, even if they don't study it because it's so embedded in their culture. Me, being a Chinese living in the West, I feel that it's important for me as a person to try to bridge the gap between the Western and Eastern cultures. We have written 3 books on Chen Taijiquan. The first book was written because there was a real shortage of Chen style books in the West. In the past, we've only seen Yang style books or other styles because that was more popularly propagated in the West. So we found that there's a gap in the knowledge of people about Chen style Taijiquan. So therefore, we wrote the first book, which is called The Source of Taijiquan. It tells people where Taijiquan originated from. Hopefully that will also change perception because Taijiquan is an ancient tradition, but it's been very misunderstood in the West. So we try with the source of Taijiquan to change the perception of what Taijiquan is. And then we wrote the second book that's a little bit deeper. It goes a little bit deeper into the philosophy and the training of Chen style. So it goes through training philosophies, it goes through the what is qi energy and how to realize this qi energy and what the feeling of qi energy is. Hopefully, again, to help the people who can't read Chinese to understand what it is. The third book, which we've done this year, that's just out, is recording the words of the old masters. Because since we did this book, one of the masters that we interviewed has died. And knowing that the other masters, one of them is actually quite frail in his health, it is very urgent for us now to record all the words of these old masters. If they pass on and the words are not recorded, their teaching will be lost.
推手呢是由陈氏的第9世陈王庭创编。其实他不光是创编的推手，他主要是把这个太极拳也是他创编的。他创编这个推手最终的目的呢，是因为2个人在训练中间呢，尽量少受伤，用这个推手呢来代替这个搏斗的技法。所以说它也是一种新的创新。说推手呢，主要是在近距离的体现这里面的彭律吉按、采列肘靠、进退、顾盼定，把一些技法的运用。说这就是简单的推手的形成。推手呢，刚开始呢，像套路一样是由慢着手的。它为什么要慢呢？很简单，就是太快的时候呢，人呢不容易学会，也不容易记忆，所以它是由慢到快。我们要做到呢，快而不乱，慢而不散。所以说，由慢是最后是为了快，快呢也是由最后到的慢，最终要达到快慢相间。说慢呢，也是为了逐步的能掌握推手的技巧。另外，很多人会讲这个听劲，其实听劲不是用耳朵听的，它只是用身体的感受，用身体的神经系统来判断对方的变化。所以听不是用耳朵，所以这个理解一定要改正一下。
非常的高兴来到美丽的斯洛文尼亚，我是来自中国山东陈家沟太极拳中军拳馆的张中军，这是我的师弟，来自云南李小华太极拳馆的李小华老师，这是我的师弟，来自苏州立太极国术馆的馆长马丽老师。非常的高兴呢，能来到斯洛文尼亚传播太极拳。太极拳呢，是我们中国传统文化当中非常重要的组成部分。这一次来传播太极拳呢，我们也希望能以太极拳的这种形式，更好的促进我们之间的友谊，让更多的人了解中国文化，了解太极拳。
I was also here for the camp in 2015. It was very enjoyable, and I enjoyed every minute of that. And when this camp was arranged, of course, I had to come again. We've made so many friends and had such a good time the last time that seeing everyone again was a good idea. Also, the training is really, really great. When you're training by yourself at home, sometimes you sort of get to this point where you don't know what you're doing, but once you come to a camp, you can always either ask a question or follow someone else or make sure you get further in a sense. So it's a very good opportunity to improve yourself in addition to seeing all your friends.
I've come here with some students for the first time. I've been before, but my students for the first time, they're coming to an international camp here in Slovenia. We're absolutely delighted to be here and very privileged to be here, to be invited and to train on the last international camp that Master Chen XiaoXing will do outside of China. It's a tremendous experience, it's a tremendous privilege, and the experience of training here and learning from Chen XiaoXing stays with you for weeks and months afterwards. He's a very generous teacher. He gives so much detail, so much information about energy, choreography, movements, history and tradition, that you have a long period of practicing afterwards in order to put that into practice. So we're having a fantastic time. Our legs are aching. The spirit here in the camp is terrific. There's people from all sorts of countries, and it's great to have a big delegation from China here as well. We're very happy, we're enjoying the camp, and we thank everyone who has been involved in organizing the camp as well.
Na mednarodni delavnici Chen ZiQiang taijiquana sem že drugo leto in moram reči, da mi je še bolje, kot sem bila prvo leto, zato ker je minilo 3 leta in se mi zdi, da v tem času sem vseeno malo dozorela in drugače dojemam zadeve, kot sem jih pred 3 leti. In moram reči, da sem zelo zadovoljna, ker se vsi učitelji izjemno trudijo in nam na zelo primeren način podajajo svoje znanje in poznavanje veščine. Tudi letos bom odšla iz delavnice polna novih vtisov in polna novih spoznanj in občutkov, ker tai chi je notranja borilna veščina in treba se je zavedati, da ravno te notranje občutke najbolj moramo gojiti.
Na takem taboru sem prvič, čeprav sem začetnica na poti učenja tai chia in so vadbe res težke. Si želim še več tega težkega dela. Delo z mojstri me je tako navdihnilo, da nimam besed, da bi opisala, kako me je prevzelo.
I am one of the senior students of Chen XiaoXing-a. I actually teach in the South Cheshire area. I've been doing Tai Chi for a long time and was one of the first students into Chen ZiQiang taijiquan shui xiao. As a course of that, we've learned to train with the different masters. We've been to the Chen ZiQiang school in China and trained there. I've attended several of the international training camps in Europe and different large seminars in the UK. It's been fantastic learning with the top masters. Chen XiaoXing is here for this particular one, and as soon as we knew that it was going to be his last one outside of China, it was a scramble to get your names on the list to make sure we got here. Because you don't want to miss out training with such a high-skilled master. The opportunity to train with his son as well, which is really good, and the fact that he's brought some other tutors, senior students from the school to assist us. We really do enjoy here. The camp is very well set up, well organised. Locale, brilliant. And the fact that the training establishment is so close to where we're staying means it's nice and easy to just go across. So it's a really good time. And as my other fellow students said before, eggs aching, I think I will be seeing if I can get a leg massage and relax a bit.